freelance consultant giving consultancy on setup of card business from scratch or improving the existing card business of banks or payment institutions.
So despite the many payments innovation we are seeing, employment rarely goes as quickly as planned. So how do we reconcile the pace of innovation with consumer readiness?
Well, sometimes innovation is in front of the customer, and that's why we see, as you say, innovations are not really perceived by the customers. The thing is, we must see the opportunity in the customer's eyes. We must see the point in the customer's eyes and position our innovations, if it is in payment systems, payment innovations, according to the customer needs. Because sometimes we focus on the payments transactions itself rather than the marketing side. But if we see the real customer needs, what customer thinks, and position our innovative products accordingly, I'm sure we will be much more successful.
So in a big picture, what are the key trends that will change the payment landscape in the next 3 to 5 years?
Well, in my opinion, first of all, we will face new big players in payment industry. For instance, big internet or electronic companies will join the payment ecosystem, such as Facebook, Google, or big electronic vendors such as Samsung will join this payment industry because the thing is they need subscribers who are enabled to make payments. So instead of waiting the customers to engage their cards or have cards from some banking institutions and engage them to these companies, they will launch their own cards, own payment systems, and be a player in payment industry because they have such a need and they have such power because they have huge customer bases. The second change that I am waiting for is the wallets. The wallets will be much more perceived by customers. They will be much more used in the near future. The mobile wallets or digital wallets. The thing is, it is very easy for the customer to use a wallet because he doesn't have to remember his card number, for instance, while making a shopping online, or he doesn't have to carry all of his cards physically if he has a mobile wallet. So in the future, I'm sure wallets, digital or mobile wallets, will be much more popular.
So what innovations does the industry need? Why should payments innovation focus the transaction itself or the value exchange economy?
Well, it should focus on the value proposition rather than transaction itself. For instance, this contactless issue we have focused on so many years. What we have said to the customer, we said that your transaction will be very fast, but the customers do not have such a problem for the moment. But if we can find other good reasons to push contactless payments, then it will be much more perceived from the customer side. It is the same for NFC. I mean, we make some innovations, but we focus on transaction side, and we think that the argument is also acceptable for the customer, but we see that it is not. So we must focus on marketing side and the value propositions on the marketing side rather than transaction itself. For instance, we can emphasize or mention the marketing advantages of new payment technologies in the customers' lives rather than payment benefits. For instance, we can say that this NFC technology, the mobile payment technology, will enable customers to interact with the things around them, get information about the things around them. Rather than saying that their payments will be faster, we can focus on some side benefits of these new payment technologies, which may be much more perceived by the customer.
So the mobile payments market is huge. Operators, banks, non-banks, competing for a piece of the pie. So what do you think would emerge dominant in this space?
Well, if we continuously think that there is a pie and we have to share it, who will get the biggest slice? I think we are missing the real point. I mean, telecoms, banks, and all other payment institutions, we should focus on cooperation, and then we will see that the pie will get bigger because all parties in the ecosystem actually every party joining the ecosystem, in my opinion, can make the pie bigger. For instance, the telecom or GSM operators can enable the customers to carry their micropayments from cash to mobile payment technologies. Or some payment institutions may enable customers to be more active in online shopping. So, in my opinion, all these parties should cooperate, and then they must know that the pie will get bigger by this way, and then the slices will be much more than it is now.
So far, how do you find the conference and exhibition?
Well, it's really fruitful. I mean, this event brings all the parties and players in payment industry together, and actually we share our thoughts. And this, I think, by this way, we foresee the future together. We try to shape the future of payments together by these synergic thoughts coming out of